Are you coming up in your closing? Typically, my clients do a final walkthrough. AKA, this is also kind of your last chance to back out. Oftentimes, we go and do these final walkthroughs about a day or two before closing. But what happens when you get to your new property and they've left a few things or maybe a lot of things? Here in North Carolina, it doesn't have to be white glove clean. Sorry, I don't have a white glove, but what is in the contracts is that the properties be delivered broom swept clean. It's typically about a 50-50 toss-up, whether you get a property with some people's stuff in it and to what degree it actually is full of other people's junk. Oftentimes you find stuff in drawers, all kinds of things inside of closets, and especially in attics. Well, Mr. Big Shot, listen, this house is full of a bunch of crap. I got a couple hours for closing, and I need to get rid of all this stuff before we can close. Well, I'm glad you asked, stand-in actor Toby. There's about 4 things you can do before you start throwing away things. Number 1, if it's already a junky property, it's a good idea to go ahead and get it in writing and get it agreed to with the offer that the property be cleaned up prior to closing, or the seller could be charged X amount of dollars if it's not cleaned up in time. That way they've already agreed on it ahead of time, and it also kind of lights a fire under them to get it cleaned up in a timely manner. Number 2, perhaps the seller just ran out of time. Maybe they didn't realize how much stuff they had and just needed a couple extra hours or extra day to get it cleaned up. It's nice if everyone can kind of be civil and coordinate a time for them to come by and get the remaining parts of their stuff. Most of the time you can kind of look at it and tell, hey, is this something they're going to come back for, or is this junk? Now, as a buyer, to cover your tail, it's a great idea to, again, get something in writing, get the lawyer to do it, get the seller to sign it at closing that says, hey, I will have my stuff out by X date, or you can dispose of it. That way, if you are to throw something away, at least you got it in writing that they said it's okay to do so. Now, your number 3 option is to just suck it up. Now, I don't word it that way to my clients, but that's generally what you're going to be doing is suck it up. Just do the work yourself. If it's not a whole lot of stuff, just get it out of there or dispose of it. Just make sure you have the authority to do so and you're not throwing away something that somebody's going to come back for and to say, hey, you throw away my stuff, even though it is technically at this point would probably be your house. If you suck it up, this is the better option because a lot of times you can avoid delays. Now, the reason I say that number 3, suck it up, is sometimes your best option is because of basically reason number 4. And option 4 is delaying closing. Now, a lot of times this isn't the best option. A lot of times buyers or sellers already have moving companies come and bring in furniture. Maybe you've already got friends lined up to help you move in. Another reason could be that your rate changes the next day. You could be locked into an interest rate and it could cost you hundreds of dollars per month more should your rate go up a half a point or a point. If delaying closing is not an option, see point number 3 again, because sometimes suck it up is your best option. Thanks for watching the video. I hope that answers some of your questions about what your options are when it comes to maybe finding a few things in your house you didn't count on. Now, if you're looking about buying a house in North Carolina, I'd love to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.